morning class, good morning everyone. In this video I am going to share with you how to install an operating system which is Windows 10. So first you need to turn on your computer. So in my case, I'm going to turn on this computer. I press F2. F2 to go to the BIOS setup. Okay, so next thing you're going to do is to press arrow right to move to configuration, security, vote. So this is the BIOS setup or the basic input output system of your computer. So this time you're going to insert your flash drive. This is the one we have already created our Windows 10 operating system using Rufus USB formatting utility. So we are going to insert this one, our installer USB flash drive, insert in a USB port. So we need to exit first because it will not detect. So we need to insert first the flash drive before we are going to press the first boot key, which is the F2. This is a Lenovo 470 model laptop. So we need to exit first. Exit, saving changes. Okay, this time we're going to reformat. Press F2 before it will going to load the windows. So here, arrow right to boot. Okay, so this one, select the boot, then arrow down to select the USB HDD or Universal Serial Bus hard disk drive USB flash drive. So this is actually uh, the USB flash drive we have already installed our operating system using the Rufus USB formatting utility. So as I have already sent you the tutorial for this on how to create a bootable flash drive with the Windows 10 operating system installed. So here, so by pressing, you can see here F5 and F6, those are to change the values. So if we're going to press F5 in our function keys, F5, you can see it will move down. So F6 to move up. So we need to put the USB HDD at the top so that it would be the first boot priority. So meaning it will, when we restart our computer it will boot on our USB with the bootable Windows 10. So this time it's already set. So you press F10, you can see here F9 to set up the default, F10 to save and exit. So we are going to save and exit. We are going to press F10 on our keyboard at the function keys, F10, and then yes. So it's yes is selected. You just press enter. Okay, so you need to press enter before it loads the Windows. Enter key. Okay, so we are now on the Windows setup. So you just click, choose English United States, and then keyboard is US, and then click, use your mouse pointer, and then click next, and then install. So this time we need to input our product key. So I have here this one. I have only copied this one online. So this is actually when tested. 9N, do not press the dash. WFG, WX, WFGWX, and then YVC9V, YVC9B, boy, and then 4J, 6C9, 6C9, and then T83, GX. So you make sure it is correct, and then you click next. You can also skip, meaning you can skip this one, this portion, but you are going to do this later. So if you have already entered the product key, just click next to continue installing Windows 10. And then click the, or check the accept the license and terms, and then click next. And then there are two options here. If you're going to upgrade, so meaning install Windows and keep file settings and applications, so you are going to upgrade, meaning if you have an existing Windows 7 or Windows 8 and you're going to upgrade to Windows 10, that's the one you are going to choose. So without deleting your files, just upgrading your Windows operating system, but keeping your data files. So here, custom install, this is the one I'm going to use, custom install. So you click that one. So you are going actually to erase, you can erase all files on local disk C, but you can also retain your important files on local disk D. So you have two options. So for this time, you have 4 drives actually here. So for instance, this one, unallocated space, I can for instance, I am going to delete this one. I know this is the system files, meaning if you see that this is a system, meaning that the installer of the Windows operating system, the current, is installed here at the system. And this is the primary here, the partition 3 is actually the contains the 248 gigabytes of free space. Okay, so I mean the total space. So this is the reserve. So for example, I want to remove this reserve OEM, so I can delete this one. So you make sure you cannot delete the important drive that contains your files. Or the safest one is to back up your files, or you copy it to another any storage device, your flash drive or your uh, portable HDD or hard disk drive. You can copy it so that you are actually safe when you practice how to format your computer. So you can back up first your files before you practice how to format, so that you are safe with those important files. So for instance, I want to delete this reserve, delete, and then okay. Also the system, so I also want to delete the system files. So since I want to install here, so I just make sure that I cannot delete this one, this 248, because that's actually the drive that contains my important files. So here, I can delete this one and format before I'm going to install the Windows 10. Delete, because I really want to refresh so that uh, my computer will actually improve in terms of its performance. So here you have already two drives, so unallocated space, and this one is my files. So I do not want to format that one. To format means to, you can also delete files when you use format. So here I want to create a new partition here. So I am going to click new, and then for instance, you just simply apply. So I don't want to partition this one into two. So okay, and then okay. Okay, so it will automatically create a system reserve uh, partition. So here, this one I want to install, since I'm already format. So I want to install here the operating system. This is actually your local disk C. Okay, so select this one. Make sure you will not make an expensive mistake here. Or okay, so first I can format this one. Before I'm going to install, I click OK to refresh that drive, meaning after formatting, all the files on local disk C will be deleted or removed. So now it is actually clear or free space. So, but you can also install here the operating system. So okay, so I am going to select where I want to install the operating system, this one. Okay, and then I'm going to click next. Okay, it's already copying Windows files, getting ready for installation. So you just wait till it becomes, the progress percentage becomes 100 to complete the installation. So while the files is getting ready for installation, 7%, I'm going to read to you the importance of the 5 reasons why you should format your computer here. So, okay, these are the 5 reasons why you should format your computer or install a fresh copy of the Windows operating system, which is Windows 10 in our example. Number one reason is your computer will not start. In case the system doesn't start due to registry errors or has a black screen, instead of trying to repair, it is sometimes easier to format. So, I always think you should try the repair these options first, but deeper technician repair is rarely worth it. So that's one reason why we format our computer. If our computer doesn't start and we see only a black screen. So maybe one solution to that is to reformat your computer. Okay. So another is your hard drive is full. So it is actually the easiest way to delete all unwanted data, and it saves a lot of time. So meaning if our hard drive is full, this is the easiest way. So we can reformat and delete all files. Even if there are viruses that infect your computer, that would all be deleted if you format. Number three reason why we should format our computer if there are too many errors. Okay, if there are a lot of errors and virus problems in the system, this problem is taken to be the main reason as why any computer users think about formatting. So viruses, kuno most common from files, are corrupted and they can be transferred by going to attack prone sites. So downloading cryptic files over the internet using flash drives that they have been they have not been virus checked or connecting to public network can all land you in trouble. So, 'di ba? Sometimes or many times flash drive actually affect our computer. Computer virus are actually software. Okay, number 4 reason why we format our computer is to upgrade our system. So for instance, if our current system, our operating system is Windows XP, we want to upgrade it to Windows 7, is what we call upgrading. If we have an existing which is Windows 8 and we need or we like to improve or to upgrade it to Windows 10, that is upgrading. So another is, for instance, your computer doesn't meet the requirements of installing Windows 10, or it meets but it only on actually compliance to the requirement. So it actually affects the performance of your computer. So we can actually downgrade our operating system. If for example our computer system works slow in Windows 10, and we can downgrade it to Windows 7 or Windows 8, so to improve its performance. Okay, that's another reason. Okay, the last reason why we format our computer is your computer is running slow. So if you notice or you feel that your computer doesn't work like uh, once you buy it the first time or before, so if we feel it is actually running slow, so we need to format our computer to install a fresh copy of the operating system. But you make sure you take note that when we format our computer, we need to back up our files for sure. Okay, so those are the important reasons why we format our computer. This skill actually, when you know how to format a computer or how to install an operating system, this skill actually can create jobs or can have or can make you uh, have an extra income, because outside if you're going to reformat to let your computer reformat by other technicians actually outside, it actually costs I'm not sure, but it costs 500 pesos just to install an operating system and Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office means installing those Office companion software like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, Publisher, and others. So knowing this skill actually will can save you money. Getting ready files, installation pictures is done. Installing updates is done with a check mark. Now it's finishing up our installation for Windows 10. So, if I will give you an idea actually, if your computer has a black screen and it will display this boot error, there are actually two solutions for that, or maybe the problem is operating system is corrupted, or your hard drive or your hard disk drive has bad sector or damage. So meaning you cannot install an operating system if your hard drive is damaged or defective. So if you cannot install an operating system with the defective hard drive, so you need to replace the hard disk drive, the portable hard disk drive, if it is a laptop, and a hard disk for desktop computer. So you need to replace before you can install or format your computer. Okay, it's getting devices ready. Okay, it almost done. It actually detects our Wi-Fi. So meaning the software driver to detect the Wi-Fi is already installed. So you can actually skip this step, and we will connect on later. So click use express settings. Okay, this time we can now type the username, uh, who's the person who are going to use this computer. So for instance, I want to type only okay, then click next. So if you do not want to enter the password, or do not want to set for password, you can simply click next without entering the password. So just click next if you don't have to want to have a password in your computer. So it's almost done. Okay, so now we are done installing the operating system. So to connect on the Wi-Fi, just simply click here and then click the Wi-Fi you're going to connect and then type the password. So if you want to connect, so okay, so that's all how to install our operating system.